Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm gonna give you my review on one of the most beloved Disney classics of all time, Beauty and the Beast, the 1991 version. Now, I just finished watching it for the third time, and I'm very excited to give you my thoughts on the movie. Now, some of you might be asking this: why am I making a review on this movie even though I've actually saw it before? Well, it's because when I saw it for the first time in around the second quarter of 2022, I forgot most of the plot since I was mostly into the Pixar films back then, like Toy Story, Incredibles, Cars, etc. And I was also more into some of the modern Disney movies like The Lion King and Lilo and Stitch. But I do remember the characters from Beauty and the Beast, as well as the ending where the Beast turned into a handsome prince. That part got me emotional, and that scene was just top notch. Also, the ending song at the credits by Celine Dion and Peabo Bryson touched my heart and it blew me away. The second time I watched the movie was in June 2023 when I was on a plane to Singapore, but I only watched half of it on the flight. By the way, I watched the rest of the film on Disney Plus when I landed, and unfortunately, I forgot most of the plot. And as I said earlier, I just finished watching the movie for the third time, and I so can't wait to tell you my thoughts on the film. By the way, if you're wondering where I watched the Beauty and the Beast movie, I watched it on Disney Plus. Anyways, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and be sure to hit the bell icon to be notified for more awesome content. Before we get into my main review itself, let me give you a summary of the movie. This movie is about a girl named Belle who lives in a quiet village in France. She encounters a hideous beast in his castle who was cursed by a beautiful enchantress because he has no love within his heart. There she meets the beast's servants, who were also cursed by the enchantress, Lumiere, Cogsworth, Mrs. Potts, and Chip. And you also can't forget Fifi, who is Lumiere's girlfriend. And in order for the beast and his servants to get back to normal, the beast has to learn to love another and earn her love in return before the final petal fell off the rose. Then the curse will be broken and everyone will be back to normal. If not, then he will remain a beast for life and his servants will never be able to turn back to normal. And if you're wondering where you can get Beauty and the Beast, you can buy the movie on Disney DVD, Disney Blu-ray, as well as 4K Ultra HD, or you can stream it on Disney Plus like I did. Warning, there are some spoilers if you haven't seen the movie. And please note that all of my thoughts on the film are my own. Okay, let's begin my review on the movie with the pros, which are the parts I liked. The first pro I have about the movie is the animation. The animation used in this movie is just breathtaking and it looks immaculate. Like, the animation is smooth all the way except for a few errors of the animation that I may not have noticed while I was watching it. That's just spectacular work by Disney. There were also magnificent and unforgettable songs like Belle, Gaston, Beauty and the Beast by Angela Lansbury, and be our guest. And let's be real here. The be our guest part has to be, if not, one of my absolute favorite parts of the movie. The bright colors and the visual effects used are just phenomenal and it blew me away. There were also epic battle action scenes that I loved, like when the beast saves Belle from an army of wolves. And there was also the part where Belle and Beast and their friends battle Gaston and his army of villagers with all the cartoon slapstick action used. And that part was pretty funny, yet kind of scary for many young kids. There were also funny moments like when the Beast claims that his appearance looks quite stupid after he took a shower before the ballroom, and he almost looks like Simba, in my opinion, right here. And Lumiere's comical actions that we saw throughout the movie is just hilarious. Some more pros I have is that there were so many characters that are just lovable and impossible to hate, like Belle, Beast, Lumiere, Cogsworth, and Mrs. Potts. Now, when you watch the movie for the first time ever, you might have a dislike for the Beast because of his rude temper and all, but once you finish watching the film, you might start to like him because of his true nature and that his behavior changed. Also, the scenery in the movie is just spectacular, especially the Beast library that he shows to Belle. And by the way, the library scene is the background for the prose part. And the library is just so grand looking and it looks so well organized and it looks just beautiful. Also, the ballroom is magnificent. And the cast did a really great job capturing the characters like Paige O'Hara, Robbie Benson, including the late Jerry Orbach and Angela Lansbury. The cons I have with this movie is that the Beast loses his temper and roars and yells loudly at times. And number two, the Beast makes disrespectful and cruel insults, like telling Belle to starve because she didn't want to have dinner with him. And he even told Belle to get out because Belle went to the West Wing without the Beast's permission. Number three, Gaston, LeFou, and the army of villagers go out of control by trying to kill the beast, and they invaded the castle and caused a bunch of mayhem and destruction. The final con is that Lumiere and his girlfriend Fifi almost get killed and they are tortured by LeFou and the villagers. For instance, LeFou tried to melt Lumiere alive by using a fire stick, and a villager ripped the feathers off of Fifi. That part terrified me for sure. Now that we finished going over the parts I liked and disliked about the film, let me ask you something. Should you watch this movie? Well, yes, absolutely. I think it's an amazing Disney classic masterpiece for all ages, especially for the girls who love the Disney princesses. It even has a great lesson. Never be fooled by someone's appearance, and that true beauty comes within your heart. Not only that, it gives you a great introduction to French culture. At first, you may not understand the French phrases, but once you finish watching it, you'll definitely pick up one or two French phrases like bonjour, which means hello in French. I feel like this movie should have been rated PG instead of G because of some dark, scary moments that are sure to frighten younger viewers. For those who have kids, and if you really want to show them this movie, just wait until they're like 7 or 8 years old. And at first, you might not like the movie as a little kid, but I feel like once you get older, I think you'll love it even more. Overall, I give this movie an 8 out of 10. Despite the film being loved by millions of people across the world, it's not my big favorite Disney film in my opinion. To be honest, I think this film is quite overrated. Before we end this video, I would like to give tribute to the late Jerry Orbach, David Ogden Stiers, and Angela Lansbury, who were the actors who played Lumiere, Cogsworth, and Mrs. Potts. Thank you for making this magical movie come to life for millions of people across the world. The world wouldn't be the same without you. I would also like to give tribute to the late Howard Ashman, who did the songs for Beauty and the Beast, Little Mermaid, and Aladdin. Thank you for making these three movies come to life the best way possible. So guys, I hope you enjoyed my review on Disney's Beauty and the Beast. And if you enjoyed it, please feel free to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Also, leave a like and comment if you would like, because it really helps the channel. And if you've seen this movie, then please tell me what you think of it. Did you like it? Tell me in the comments. Thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you guys next time. Have a magical day!